Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I feel like I need to do a bit of a shake and a dance. I came to record this video and my tripod wouldn't stand up. Like, it was driving me insane, and then I tried to record the video with it propped against my leg and just sitting here trying to be still just as I moved my arms, my leg would move and the camera was all over the place, and I was so stressed. Oh, so stressed. I was like, oh my gosh, and I tried it so many different ways. In the end, I completely turned the tripod around and the head of the tripod, and it seems to be okay for now. So I should stop talking and just get down to business before it decides to fall over. So today I'm going to do Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Challenge, week 9 I think it is. Yes, week 9. And I'm actually pretty organised for this. So I have just a bit of an old photocopy that I found, which I want to use up, you know, rather than throw it out or do something. I'm going to use it as my base. And I've got this image from a magazine, which is actually fence palings that are painted green or stained green, which I thought was cool. So the prompts, what are the prompts? The prompts are something that hangs on a wall, clothing accessory, road sign, pattern with stripes, that's where this comes in, sticker from fruit or vegetable, and the bonus is a list. So this is our pattern with stripes. So first off, I am going to, no, I'm not going to use that big bottle because it's really quite warm and I'm all flustered too from the camera issues. So I know that's going to volcano out of the bottle, and I don't want that, so I'm going to use the little bottle because I know I'm not going to get that mess, and it will just mean it'll take me a little bit longer to get round with this fine tip. That's okay. I don't think it's going to be a long video unless I decide to do something else, but at the moment I've kind of just thought of getting this done, and that whole tripod business is just throwing me for a loop. I think I need to do a bigger shakeout than what I did. Get rid of that nervous energy of things going wrong. It's kind of been that sort of day though, like right from the start. It hasn't been smooth sailing today, and that's okay. All in all, I'm still getting stuff down. Down or done? Both, I guess. Still getting things done. Right, so I'm going to pop this right at the top. So I've already kind of got in mind of what I want to do for this collage, and I've done most of the cutting, if not all. There's a bit of tearing to do, but so I feel like things are pretty in control. Now I do have quite a few bits of text. So what I was thinking is I've got this strip because the page went this way, as you can tell by the writing. So I tore off this to cut it down to size, and then I've got this strip here. So if I tear off the writing on this side, I thought I could cover over the large patch of text over here by lining up the boards. Oops, I think I want the torn edge down the bottom. So if I kind of, they don't really match up. Maybe I do need to do it this way. Or maybe maybe they just won't match up. Actually, that goes down there. I see. Yes, I do. Okay. So that actually goes there. I'm not sure that I want this white line. Do I want the white line? I don't think it matters. Let's just pop it down. I was going to continue it right down. In fact, do I want to do that? It doesn't matter if it doesn't line up properly, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm going to make it not match up perfectly because I really want to cover that blank space at the bottom as much as possible. I might end up covering it with something else, but anyway. Actually, yes, I will. I will be covering it with something else. But never mind. I'm happy. I'm happy with my plan. Let's just go with it. Stop overthinking things. So there we go. It's not too bad. Right, so there's my pattern with stripes, but I also have, in the same magazine, I found this really cool ribbon, and it was around a stack of magazines on the page, and I thought it's also stripes, and it's green, and then it had that fun bit of orange. So I can place it, and it will cover most of that bit of writing there, and what's peeking out doesn't bother me. So I'm going to pop that there. So this is for the same prompt, but I just like the detail, and I thought I need to use that image, so I'm going to. So I spent time fussy cutting this out beforehand so you didn't have to watch me do it. Yep. Wasn't that kind of me? So I'm filming this ahead. This will air on Friday. It's Thursday today. I'm going to, oops, and I'm busy gluing onto my collage. That was silly. I'm going to be out all day tomorrow, so I need to have the video done today. And it's, oh gosh, I'm just not with it, people. I think I'll leave my little wet wipe out. What was I saying? It's getting on towards 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's really, really hot. Like this morning I was hot and cold, hot and cold. Well, this afternoon it's just hot. Which is fine, but with being flustered with the tripod wanting to fall over all the time and trying to get a video done, I think my temperature is just damped up. You know how stress does that to you? Well, it does it to me. You get stressed and your blood temperature starts to boil a little bit. And mine certainly was. I think I'm calming down. I can sort of feel myself beginning to breathe again. Okay, I really like that. I think that's super fun. Oops, except when you do something like that. And I've got glue stuck on my fingernails. So obviously I need to just put a little bit more glue under that edge. There we go. I think that's going to end up covered anyway. Okay, so that's that. Now, so I've got this, the pattern with stripes. Clothing accessory. I found this fun image. Like, can you see that? I hope you can see that without the glare. This lady in this really weird costume type thing. I had a brief flick through of the article, and it's all made from recycled materials, and I thought, well, that's just loaded with clothing accessories. She's got this hat mask thing, she's got these armbands and these gauntlets, and then she's got these fake animals sticking out in various places from her. And I just see an area that I didn't cut. I meant to go back and cut it and forgot. So I'll just get this wee area here. So there's a bee or a wasp. I'm not sure what it is. Possibly a wasp, because this is a poisonous snake on the other leg. So the wasp would kind of go with the danger factor. I don't know if that was a factor in the design of the costume or not, but I'm going to make it a wasp anyway. I'm going to say it's a wasp. And then there's a bird on this arm as well. And then she had all these spiky bits, like there's spiky bits here, and they also came out from the top of her arms. And I just didn't want to cut around them all, so I trimmed those off, because that's my prerogative, isn't it? So I thought she could go there over top of most of that writing. But before I put her down, I'm going to put down my list, the bonus as a list. So I've got out here the part of the index from well, it's actually antique music book. It's from 1915, so it's an antique. And that's going to be my list. So I think I'll just take it down that middle center line there, like so. And I should have put this down before I did the ribbon. I was super quick to get that down, but never mind. And then I kind of want this to be a little raggedy. I mean, it's already raggedy, beautifully raggedy. And I think she stands out even better on that. So that's going to be my list. So I'm just going to tear that where I want it to finish. But I don't want to glue these down yet because I still need to do the something that hangs on a wall. I haven't chosen out something for that. And then I've got this road sign for the road sign prompt, and that is going to be like she's holding a lollipop. So if I remember to glue it the right way, I'm going to have it come through her arm onto her hand, and then it's kind of like she's holding wherever I end up placing her in the finish, like she's holding this giant lollipop, because I thought that could be amusing. Well, it amuses me, so I don't know whether it amuses you. And then it kind of hits that narrow spot where the ribbon curls around, and I thought that was kind of fun as well. Right, so we need something that hangs on the wall. Just put the lid on my glue. And I thought I'd grab out one of my art catalogues that I've got, and let's choose something that we think might work well with these colours and style. So I don't think a floral of that type. I'm thinking maybe something abstract. If there's something abstract in here, there may not be. I think there is though. Could do something like that. It's not abstract, but that would kind of work. Oops. So that's page 323. Keep it in mind. Kind of like these as well. So I'm looking for something that will fill that white gap as well. That's what I'm after. Any of these would actually be really nice. These have got a little bit of foil on them, which is really nice, but not big enough, I don't think. I think that's the colour's not right. Here's some abstracts. Could go with something like this, or maybe leave the white border to like signify the frame. That could be a possibility as well. Ooh, I like these. Will they work, or are they going to take over a bit too much? It'd bring in the red from the road sign, wouldn't it? I'm going to want the little one or the big one? If I do the white border, let's try the small one first and see how it works in terms of coverage. Okay, so let's do a quick trim around, And I think I'll leave a slight white border around the line as well, just so that the line's very thin, so I could easily go over it and end up cutting it into it. So if I try going out for a little bit, then I'm going to be slightly safer. And it's not straight, but that's okay. Nothing usable on the other side. Right, so I hope I'm in frame with this. Maybe if I put this down in the bottom corner. No, it's not quite wide enough. We've got this bit in between. Can I do something else? Have I got enough of that green? Not really. I could put another bit, maybe this bit that I tore off of the list. Go a different way, but it's not necessarily a problem. Just take out our road sign for a moment, so I'm not fighting with so many different elements. Oops. Edge there. Oh, actually kind of like the dots in the background there. So what I'm thinking is tear off that and tear off that. So how far up does that go? Sorry, I know I'm not explaining myself, but you will see. You will see what I'm thinking. Do something like that. I'm going to commit to it. I need my glue book. Actually, what I need to do is get rid of this big book out of my way, so I feel like I'm not crowded. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, so let's get this fragile old paper down. I've got a brand new glue stick out. Let's pop this bit there, and then let's pop this bit down there. So we're still using our list. Oops, put it over the right side. And if those numbers show, I would not be upset. Okay, that's cool. Happy with that so far. All right, I'm going to put this down in that corner. I'm going to use my tacky glue again. So this is something that hangs on the wall, so it's a piece of art. I don't know whether it's obvious or not that that's what it is, but I don't think it matters, does it? It's my interpretation. It's my collage. It's just going to stay in my stash for me to look at every now and then and enjoy. I do love looking back at my collages. Sometimes I think, oh, I should have made a different decision, and sometimes I think, oh, actually I really like that. It's not bad. Right, here we go. So let's get this paper down. Now, I've actually got a bit of a overhang here, so I'm just going to trim that off. Oops. Can line up my scissors with my paper. Gosh, I'm terrible at cutting today. Horrendous. Right, there we go. Got it done though. So you'll be seeing this on Friday, which means the weekend, well, Friday here in New Zealand, you might be watching it still on a Thursday, but it means the weekend is coming. So what are you up to for the weekend? I have invited some friends around for dinner. We haven't heard yet whether they can make it. They'll let us know today or tomorrow. So either is fine. They expected to be able to come, but just weren't sure if anything was going to come up in the week because they run a business, so they can't commit often, just because that's the way it is. You know, if they're short-staffed or something, then they've got to cover that, and that can crop up at any time. So that's okay. It's all good to tell us a day or two out from it is just fine by us. So that's what we're doing on Saturday, as long as they can make it, which means that Saturday we'll be doing, you know, a bit of clean up, tidy up, all that sort of thing. It's always good to have visitors around because it makes you do a bit of housework, a bit of extra housework. And we are having roast duck. If they can make it, we'll be having roast duck for tea. And my husband's volunteered to cook, so he's never done a roast duck before. It's always been me that's cooked it. So I will be called upon, I am sure, for my advice in the kitchen. And then we'll just have veggies and stuff with it as well. I do like the roast duck, but you get so much fat out of them. Right, so I've got some little bits on the edge that are wanting to come off, and I want to leave it tatty, so I haven't glued those bits down because I quite enjoy it. It sort of brings in that old quality that the paper is. Okay, so I think, shall we stand you on those lines there, Missy? Shall we move you over a little bit more? Something like that. And then how am I going to do this? Because I want to glue it under and over. Oops. And I just glued the wrong part, what I intended to. Oh, never mind. We shall make it work. So, okay, so I've glued it to the front of her. And now I'm going to try and carefully put glue there so it can glue to the back of her arm, so it holds it a bit better in place. And now let's very carefully put glue on all these little details of this image that I spent a few minutes cutting out, which also means there's high potential for it to cut up my glue stick. Trying to work with it. All right, and it's only magazine paper, so it's very unstable, I guess is the word. Right, so I had her standing on there. Oops, straighten your leg out, dear. I think this is just such a fun image though. I had to use it when I saw it. It's like, that's really funky. Where else would I ever use that type of image? I certainly wouldn't use it in making a journal, I don't think. There we go. Right, so we've still got the fruit sticker to go. Just going to close my glue so it doesn't dry out. So we have something that hangs on a wall, clothing accessory, road sign, pattern with stripes, list, which is the bonus, and we need a sticker. Now in our fruit bowls I only found one sticker, and I thought, well, I'm not going to peel it off beforehand and, you know, have it lost or something. So, and they're quite cool. It's got a little rainforest frog on it. It's grubby, but I don't have any options. This is it, just one lone sticker and all the fruit that's in our fruit bowls. And we've got 3 fruit bowls with apples and mandarins and bananas, and my husband eats most of the fruit. I don't eat a lot of fruit. Yeah, it's really grubby, but that's okay. We can, where do we want it? Kind of got this blank space up here, but I don't want to just pop a sticker in the middle of it, because I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think I like it here, so I'm going to give it just a little bit of glue stick to make sure it sticks down properly. Oops, that's over that torn bit. Or maybe we'll put it under that torn bit. There we go. Torn bit can come up over top if it wants to, or it can sit back against itself. There we go. There's our fruit sticker. And I'm really happy with this. I just think I need something else up here. So I'm wondering about another road sign, because there was another one, or another couple, and this, it's a AA Directions magazine, which is like, they do roadside assistance, they also do insurance and that type of thing, but this is their roadside assistance type magazine. So somewhere in here, this is where I got the 30k road sign. Somewhere here there is this one, but there's a 50k sign somewhere. If I can find it, I should have grabbed it out. There's this giant one. Well, that's way too big. Here, it's a smaller sign. But do we want to pop it? I think that might be quite good. So please excuse me, I'm going to do a bit of fuss cutting. I thought I'd done it all, but it won't take long. Round and round. And the pole. There we go. Done. Right, so I could pop it. Can I ease up the edge of that ribbon? Just a little bit. Yep, let's pop it there. No rhyme or reason, just 'cause. And that's a fine enough reason for me. See if I can slide it in under that ribbon there. Possibly I should have done it the other way around and done the 50 here and the 30 there. I don't know. It is what it is. And I actually think that's quite fun. I am going to call that done. So there we go. There's Margarete Miller Challenge for week 9. So just to double check I've got everything on there. Something that hangs on a wall, clothing accessory, road signs, pattern with stripes, sticker from fruit and vegetable, and bonus is a list. Yay! It's done. I'm really happy with that. I think this is a bit random, but that's okay. It kind of goes with this as well. So, I mean, collages often are random anyway. So, I'm calling it done. I think this video is long enough really, so I'm going to call it quits and say goodbye for the week. I will see you again on Monday. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Take care. Bye.